Short week on Wall Street, every place else for that matter, so let's go see if they're going to go ahead and make a couple of bucks today. The Money Master, the Director of Financial Newsletters at Newsmax.com, Jeff Yastine joins us for the Monday call on Wall Street. So how are things doing today back in my old hometown in the southern part of Manhattan?
The easiest direction to go, it seems these days, for the market is up, even if it's only marginally so. The Dow's up 5 points, the S&P 500 up about the same amount, the NASDAQ having a nice day. It's up 35. A lot of that's being driven by shares in Apple and a few other tech stocks, again, in a fairly quiet pre-holiday trading period.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about some of the news here. We have talked about Tesla every now and then because they have had so many problems with the batteries in these cars. It's just been a disaster. Now they're talking with BMW over car batteries and parts. That's interesting. I almost sense perhaps BMW somewhere down the road saying, maybe we should take over this company. But we'll leave that discussion to another time here. What does that do then for Tesla and BMW?
Well, I think it fits sort of an evolving viewpoint about Tesla as a company by the stock market in many ways, that the real value of the company is as much in the battery technology as it is in the automotive technology that it packs into the Model S and other forthcoming vehicles. So, it's quite possible that as Tesla strikes up deals with companies like BMW, if this becomes a more formal arrangement, we will see more of that sort of viewpoint where Tesla's batteries become a bigger part of a great many other either electric vehicles or hybrid vehicles that need battery technology, simply because Tesla seems to be having doing a pretty good job at that part of it.
So let's see, you need electricity there. However, for most cars this holiday season, you will need gasoline. I joked with somebody a while back. I said, gee, the way things are going, maybe we'll see $2 gas by Christmas. And of course, I thought I was kidding myself. Oops. OPEC meets this week, and the fund managers are looking at Brent crude going to $60 a barrel without an OPEC cut. That's shocking.
Yeah, they meet on Thursday, like you said, and it really is, I think, a big debate inside OPEC. I mean, what good is an oil cartel if you're not going to actually try to constrain the output of oil? And in this case, you see Saudi Arabia and the other key members of OPEC in many ways seem more interested in getting market share than they are in actually getting a higher price. And yes, it does seem like Saudi Arabia is trying to drive down the competition that you see from the United States in the way of the fracking activity and that sort of thing. But when you read the data from the analysts, it seems like it's a real 50-50 split. Nobody really knows. Is OPEC going to have a production cut or not? I mean, you can flip a coin because it's just not really known at this point whether it's going to happen.
Smart move by the Gap. They're working with online retailer Zalando now. This is a European company here, but it's where they don't have the physical stores, so it's smart. They're going after a new form of consumer or an existing form of consumer globally.
It is, although the flip side of this is that when you're moving goods through sort of a third-party online entity like Zalando, of course, you have to work harder at the marketing side to let people know that you're out there. In some ways, that can be more efficient, but on the other hand, when you have a bricks and mortar set up in a store in a place like Germany, where there's still lots of consumers who have money to buy clothes and that sort of thing, that the storefront itself acts as an ad, as where you're going through a third party like Zalando, you have to do more of the marketing on your own side. It also speaks to how expensive in many ways it is to do retail in key markets like Germany, simply because rents are expensive, you have to staff up the store and all those sorts of things.
All right, 20 seconds left. Redbox raising their DVD rental price by 25%. It's a little bit risky, but they've got to make some money.
It speaks to the pressure that Wall Street puts on companies to make sure they continue to try to boost their bottom line, and if they don't, they're in trouble. The boost itself for Redbox isn't that much. I mean, the rental goes from basically $1.20 to $1.50, but it is a 25% increase and is likely to drive at least some people away. And that's really the only thing that Redbox has going right now are the rentals, because they don't really have a Netflix entity anymore and the one they tried to do didn't work out. So we'll have to see what happens with Redbox.
For at least the 7 people that still rent DVDs. There you go. Jeff, we want to remind everybody that if they want to read what you're saying in the group here at Newsmax, go to Newsmax.com, click on Money News, get all the information right there 24/7. Jeff, a pleasure, my friend. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, and be sure to see Jeff's latest report on a covert plan to unleash financial havoc by going to fircollapse.com.